A ghost will haunt you forever. You can choose who she was before dying. Who's your ghost? Professional therapist. Edit. Holy shit, I've never gotten silver or gold before! Exclamation mark. I see dead people. Edit. Thanks for the silver, kind stranger. I'd pick a ghost with crippling social anxiety. That way they will just be super shy and not want to bother or interact with me in any way. Edit. Apparently I'll have an army of ghosts hiding just outside my peripherals. They're always at the corner of your eye constantly. Or like you might have seen a person in your mirror. Myself. Ghost me. I wouldn't cross the street yet. Me, never crosses street. You'd never die again. Helen Keller. I'd just like to see her try. Plus she couldn't catch you jacking it. Does Helen Keller give BJs with her hands? Thinking face. My stoner friend Ryan. Poor fella got hit by a truck last year. He was a really chill dude and I feel like we would just kinda fuck around and do funny shit like we did before and make jokes about his death. This would be an okay James Franco movie. Or great with another actor and directed by Edgar Wright. Edit. A word. I don't think I'd like a person haunting me. No matter who it was. I'll take a bear. Having a guardian spirit bear would be badass as hell. Edit. Glad so many of you recognize how awesome Spirit Bear would be. Even if Ghost Bear spends his time biting my head. It's a price I'm willing to pay. Yeah, you can pick whatever ghost you want. My late wife. Me too, man. Me too. She's been gone since September. I'd love nothing more than to continue our journey together. I'll be okay and our kids will be alright. But I'll be damned if I didn't say we would be 10 times better off with her still with us. Have a great my dude and my sincerest condolences. Edit. Have to go back to work. If I haven't responded to you yet, I will. I feel it's only fair. Hugs to all of you and thanks for all your kind words. Red Heart. Your username just broke my heart. Your comment is the only reason I looked and now I'm sad too. Thanks everyone. And go ahead. Y'all can choose her. She had a wicked and evil sense of humor. You're all in trouble. Lol. I also choose this guys. No, can't do it. Sorry for your loss, dude. Uncle Iroh. Zuko. You have to look within yourself to save yourself from your other self. Only then will your true self reveal itself. For me it would be somewhat personal. Though it would be tempting to consider various historical figures, artists, and others. I would pick my dad. He died when I was 16, so I would pick him so we could catch up on things between then and now, and he could give me sage dad advice that he missed out on. I'd also choose this guy's dead dad. This is so sweet. Bob Ross. We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. Samuel L. Jackson. 'Cause I need a healthy dose of motherfucker in my narrative. You scared the shit out of me. I thought he died and I never noticed. My sister. I'd definitely enjoy her company through a lot of things. Edit. I did not mean anything sexual with this, but I am laughing at the incest comments, haha. It makes the whole situation much lighter. Thank you all for the funny comments. I do appreciate it. Thank you too for the gold. Basically Klaus. My cat Judy. When I was 9, she was my protector when my dad would beat me. She once bit him so hard that she drew blood throughout his jeans. The day I lost her, I felt like all hope had been destroyed. I hope she's looking down on me proudly. She surely is. You good now? Edit. Huh. Gold. For the most logical question ever. Question mark. Thanks stranger. Yes. Very much so. Thank you for asking. I remember one time I promised Judy to take care of my family if anything ever happened to me. Because of my dad. It was no way to grow up. But life is much better thanks to some wonderful people. Einstein would be my first pick, but any genius with unfinished work like Mozart or Tolkien would be awesome because you'd get to finish it for them and offer their work to the world. I don't know if I need a constant floating reminder of my mediocrity. You know, by your age I had already revolutionized humanity's understanding of the universe. And here you are seeing how many fudge rounds you can stuff in your face at once. That's a valuable contribution. Ignore the specter and have the results on my desk by next week. Isaac Newton _ dude. I discovered calculus before I was 25 for the lulz. What have you done? Huh. Me. Got laid. I don't think he was interested in it at all. Probably quite morbid. But my son who passed away. Edit. Thank you guys for such kind words. It was honestly so lovely to wake up this morning. Please don't think you triggered me or upset me with your awesome question. If anything, it made me smile and think of how nice it would be to have my little one hanging around as a spirit. I like to think he's always close somehow. He passed at 8 days old after being in the NICU for 6 days suffering an unexpected cardiac arrest. I got 8 precious days with my son, which I will always be grateful for, but I'll always be yearning for more. Much love to you all. I'm sorry for your loss, but I understand it must have been the first thing to come to mind. I'm sorry if the question was triggering. I hope you are okay. My mom. Edit. Thanks for the silver. It's nice to see that I'm not alone. Edit. Thanks for the gold. I didn't expect so much heartwarming stories and support. Keep strong, flexed biceps. Steve Irwin. Imagine just randomly hearing, "Crikey, ain't that a beauty?" every now and then. It would be awesome. Hopefully not while masturbating. Especially while masturbating. Crikey, he's really got a handle on that one. Don't be afraid, little guy. Come on then. You can do it. Quote. Napa. I regret nothing. What could someone like you major in? Napa. Child psychology. That sounds really interesting. Napa. With a minor in pain. Vegeta. Mozart. Since he was only 35 when he died, I'd get Mozart to complete his unfinished Requiem. P.S. Enjoy your cake day. Op. Tell him, welcome back. Danny DeVito. He's not dead though, and I don't plan to die soon. Our unexpected Danny DeVito. My ex. She made me pretty damn happy. Weird thing is, it feels like she may be haunting me to some degree. First time I visited her grave, 800 miles away from me, I have this emotional moment, which is pretty standard for visiting a loved one. Then I get into my rental car. There were 6 presets in this car, NSC. Mostly classic rock and country with 1 pop station. All of them played either Hello from the Other Side or Send My Love to Your Next Lover. Both by Adele. Last time just last summer. Similar thing. I go, have a moment kinda wondering what she'd think of the person I've become in the 6 years since she passed. Whether she'd approve after kind of wallowing for couple years and falling behind in life before starting to get my shit together. Not hitting many of the dreams I had back then. Get in the rental car and the song playing is Everything Is Gonna Be Alright by David Lee Murphy. I realize it's probably mostly coincidence, but I'd like to think she's looking out for me. This is so sweet. Those coincidences messages sound so reassuring. I'm sorry for your loss and hope everything looks bright ahead. My own ghost. It will cause a rip in time, because there will be 2 of me. 1 in spirit, and 1 in physical. For Monsieur, my own ghost, will be able to tell me what mistakes I'd be making to make my life last longer. Hopefully long enough until the point when we will have a time machine. So I or my ghost can go back in time to save Chris Farley from dying. Mr. Rogers, everything would be so chill. Less than 3, maybe Bob Ross. Mr. Rogers would steer your life in the successful direction. I'd just worry about disappointing him for all eternity. As long as you do your best, I don't think you ever could disappoint him. My dead grandpa, who wouldn't really haunt me. Also, happy cake day. Okay, but you better take care of his farm, Monsieur. Our unexpected star do. My dog Snoopy. He was my best friend for almost 17 years and I miss him a lot, so having him haunt me wouldn't be that bad because I'd get to hang out with him again. Plus his favorite thing was sleeping, so he would be a very chill ghost and doesn't talk, so he wouldn't get annoying like another person probably would. Jesus. Anytime someone else claimed that the Spirit of Christ was with them, I could call them out for being a fucking liar. Also, I assume this allows me to challenge the Pope to a lightsaber battle. It's possible that I didn't complete my Catholic education. Duke Ellington. Scrolled all the way down just for the ghost of Duke Ellington. But I specifically want the ghost of Duke Ellington voiced by Jordan Peele. Not just any ghost of Duke Ellington. Trump. This has been the worst haunting in the history of hauntings, maybe ever. Ghost Trump sounds like an animated Comedy Central show that lasts one season. So, like most Comedy Central animated shows. Huge comment. The best ever. My mom. Since she passed when I was 5, it'd be cool to get to know her. Maybe have their mom me. You already had one soda this week. Drink flies out of hand. Robin Williams the first. Feel like besides making me laugh when he wasn't being funny, he would be really supportive. Edit. As someone who suffers from depression, yes, I do want him following me. Goodness. I know exactly what is it like to hate yourself but be a full of cheerleader for someone else. I feel like someone like that could look at their life and give me wonderful advice. I'd be taking Freddie Mercury, cause then I'd get amazing fashion advice and get to hear amazing singing basically whenever I'm with you. In what situation is a really loud AAAAAAAAYO not appropriate? You sleep through your alarm and are jolted awake by a sudden AAYYYO. Always looking out. Ric Flair. I know he's not dead, but if the ghost is gonna woo, might as well go all out. Edit. A letter. Carl Sagan. Would you mercilessly mock him for not believing in an afterlife? Not so smart anymore. Are you Sagan? Sagan was so incredibly chill when he turned out to be wrong, and so sincere in his search for understanding that I think it would be tough to tease him much. Mr. Rogers of science. Basically. This will get buried, but just in case. I'm overwhelmed by the amount and variety of responses. I'm sorry to those of you to whom this question was triggering. Those who are grieving a loved one. I didn't mean for this to be dark or sad. I'm sorry if it was to you. Edit to say, thanks for the silver, and I am even more thankful for all the personal stories shared here. Truly, it's been a great cake day. It's okay. It's still very fresh. But the first person I thought of was my best friend. Reminding people of their grief isn't terrible. It's something I think about every day. And it's quite a giggle to imagine what sort of things she's probably up to now. She was a terribly frank and sarcastic person. She'd make a fine ghost. My sister. She would have been the best aunt. And I'd really like for her to know my kids even if they didn't know her. Gillian Anderson, so I can be Fox Mulder. I'll keep coming up with half-assed alien and monster theories and she can be all like, nah fam. Science says blah blah, because at that point I usually stop paying attention. Fat boy on sofa. Mulder. Strange paranormal activity here. I'm tempted to say a ghost might be involved. Ghost. Gillian Anderson. Mulder. Science has found no evidence whatsoever for the existence of ghosts. Fat boy on sofa. Mulder. Quote, see quote. Ghost. Gillian Anderson. What? Quote. More like, I'm a ghost of Gillian Anderson. Not the ghost of character I played. However, defining. Ugh, this is hell. Isn't it? Quote. Audrey Hepburn. Like the ghost, and Mrs. Muir, but gender swapped. I gotta say Abraham Lincoln. He doesn't seem like the type to be particularly spooky. And I'm sure I could get some good advice from Hi Monsieur. Apparently he was awkward as hell. So now I'm just imagining a ghost that somehow trips over things a lot. You're haunted by a poltergeist. Quote. No, it's just Abe. I swear. He's like a cat sometimes. Knocking shit off the table all the damn time. Edit. Thanks for the silver. Didn't picture my first ever gilding to come from a comment equating a presidential specter to an invisible Mischievous house cat. Nikola Tesla. The knowledge that man died with is incredible. I would love to hear what theories he has. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.